February 14th. The coaches and players have agreed to code of sportsmanship tonight that reflects fair play and mutual respect. We expect the fans of both teams to lead with that cheers and behavior. Please cheer positively for both sides and enjoy tonight's game. And now for your starting lineups. First for the home team on the scoreboard, the Benton Bobcats. At guard, a senior number 3, Emma Townsley. At forward, a senior number 10, Piper Nelson. At guard, a senior number 12, McKenna Kramer. At guard, a freshman number 20, Aubrey Kelly. And at forward, a senior number 23, Zoe Jungie. The head coach for the Bobcats is Jeb Zittergren, and he's assisted by Jeremy Suter and Mackenzie Bansting. And now for your visitors on the scoreboard tonight, the Trojans. At guard, a freshman number 2, Olivia Holla. At forward, a junior number 4, Jeanette Cervantes. At guard, a senior number 5, Kayla Heck. At guard, a senior number 20, Takayo Rosenberger. And at forward, a senior number 22, Sienna Defoe. The head coach for the Trojans is Deanna Kiana, and she's assisted by Marsha Kiana. Fans, could you please rise and face our nation's flag for the playing of the national anthem?
All right, welcome in South Tama and Benton fans. We are live from the STC Roundhouse. As you can see, just about to start action here in this Class 3A regional matchup between the Trojans and the Bobcats. I'm Darvin Graham, and I'm joined tonight by my special co-host, Allison Graham. Allison, how you doing?
I am doing great. How are you doing, Darvin?
Oh, I'm good. I'm good. We've had a full day. It was District Wrestling Day today. Congrats to our 5 state qualifiers.
That's wonderful.
And
5 state qualifiers.
Yeah, Mari Chavez, Mikhail Bear, Cyrus Mathis, Cale Graff, and Gavin Bridgewater.
Nice. Well, we have had the tip-off, and Benton takes control of the first possession of the game.
Missed shot, rebound by Cervantes. Trojans going to have their first possession here. As you see, starters for South Tama, Takaya Rosenberger, Kayla Heck, Olivia Holla, Jeanette Cervantes, and Sienna Defoe. Trojans without the services of Madison Hitchcock again tonight. She's been out with injury and will not be able to play. Kayla Heck has her dribble stopped, gets it out to Olivia Holla. No good on the shot. Loose ball picked up by the Bobcats. Townsley up the court to Kramer. And Kramer's good.
Give that assist to Townsley if I'm not Incorrect.
South Tama coming in winless this season, 0-21. They last played Benton. These two teams played earlier in the week. The total there was 68-9. So a tough one for South Tama.
And we just have a Benton player going to the bench. I think just got a little, maybe a elbow or something unintentionally to the mouth, and she's okay. But she is number 10, who is Piper Nelson, went to the bench for a few moments. Townsley takes up a shot and misses. If you've been around South Tama for a while, you might recognize that name. Her dad, Eric, served as an administrator for South Tama for some years, a while back. No relation to the other Townsley in our community, though. Anida, my awesome mom, who is at home sound checking for us. Thanks, Mom.
I told Eric today when he walked in, it's been a pleasure to get to announce the Townsley name as
Yeah.
whenever we see Benton, which has been often this year. For volleyball and for basketball.
Yes. It's not a name you hear too often,
No.
and I certainly don't hear it much anymore since
Yeah.
I married you, Darvin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Olivia Halla going from the right side, draws a foul, and she'll go to the line. And it's going to be against Townsley. Her first, team first. Olivia Halla from the line, no good on the first one.
If you are paying attention to the score tonight, you may notice it's a little backwards. While we are at home, we are
that's
the
right.
away
There we are.
team this evening because Benton had another event hosted at their school today. So from what I understand, is that correct, Darvin?
Yeah, it's a conference choir event that they host every year, I understand, and so they're unable to. Their gym's unavailable, so they're the home team tonight. But South Tama gets to host, and we haven't hosted a playoff game here since 2019. So it's just kind of a nice thing to be able to be at home for one of these after just kind of a tough stretch the last few years.
Yes.
Benton was a state finalist last year. Graduated their key scorer off that team, but have several returners.
Rebound by Heck, and Rosenberger will bring the ball up the court.
Rosenberger guarded by Kramer. Gets tripped up, loose ball picked up by Halla. Good pass down low to Kayla Heck. Just can't convert on the shot. Coming down the court.
Honestly surprised they didn't call a travel there on Rosenberger, but lucky that they didn't.
Hannah Greiner gets out ahead of herself just a little too much. Gets her feet tangled up and then throws it out of bounds. Turnover to the Trojans. Another substitute coming in for the Bobcats. It's number 10, Piper Nelson. So Nelson coming back in after the kind of injury pause there, and she looks all right. And off we go. Kayla Heck down low to Santa Defoe. And Defoe called for traveling. Turnover back to Benton Community. Emma Townsley up the court to Nelson. Here's a three from number 20, Aubrey Kelly. She's kind of the underclassman, sort of the future of this Bobcats lineup. Several seniors doing a lot of the lifting for Benton this year. But Kelly, a sophomore, and I remember last time we called a game with the Bobcats, she was a key part. And standing 5'10", that's got a lot of tools that are going to serve her well in the next couple of years.
Holla got called for the travel and so the Trojans turned the ball over to Benton, and now we have a tie-up.
So Kelly and Holla tangle up near the free throw line. South Tama has the possession arrow. Griner goes to the bench. On for the Bobcats, Zoe Jungi. Kayla Heck looking to get it in to Holla.
Benton has a full court press that they are running, which has given the Trojans some troubles inbounding the ball.
Yeah. But South Tama's done a good job to, defend Benton Community, force them into some things they don't want to do, and we've got a 3-1 score here with 3 minutes to go in the first quarter.
Neither team seems real settled in
No.
at this point of the game yet.
Townsley has it stripped loose. Jump ball again. This one stays with the Bobcats. And we need to reset the shot clock. And then we'll have the inbound pass with the Bobcats underneath the hoop. 3-1 score with just under 3 minutes to go in the first quarter. Townsley with the screen from Nelson. Three-pointer's no good. Nelson goes up for it, bounces twice. Out of bounds, Benton Community.
Benton's taking a lot of shots, and when they start to fall, that could ring trouble for South Tama.
And it's going to be a foul called against Jeanette Cervantes. Her first personal. Second team foul on the Trojans. Inbound to Nelson. Out to Townsley. Kelly finds Nelson open underneath. She goes up, draws the foul. Piper Nelson to the line. So back-to-back fouls on Jeanette Cervantes on one trip down the court. Not what Coach Dina Kiana is looking for here. Is an already thin lineup is not going to be helped by foul trouble. Aubrey Dolezal, the junior, checks in for South Tama. Cervantes to the bench. Aubrey Kelly goes to the bench for Benton Community. And in for the Bobcats, freshman Avery Kramer. Nelson misses the second shot. Now the Trojans with the ball. Dolezal stopped up by Kramer. Heck throws it away. Turnover and a steal by Townsley. Townsley hard up the court on the right side. Back out to Nelson. Three-pointer.
Did that go in?
It did not go in, but we were right at the baseline here. So that was Avery Kramer on the three-pointer, and it swished the net, but I think it was just too short.
Okay, they're not counting it.
No.
It looked from our angle like it could have gone in.
Right. Still 4-1, 2 minutes to go in the first. Bobcats the heavy favorite here against a winless South Tama team. The winner advances to take on Williamsburg or West Marshall. That game is going on as we speak in Williamsburg. Another foul on the Trojans sends Emma Townsley to the line. That will be a foul on Takaya Rosenberger. Fourth team foul for the Trojans. Townsley good on the first. Into the game for STC, Jasleen Lastly, a freshman guard. Checks in for Sienna Defoe. And Townsley converts on both free throws. 6-1 now, the lead for Benton. Rosenberger to Heck. Quick three-pointer, way off the mark. Townsley the rebound. She presses up the court, gets some contact from Dolezal, and will go to the line. And that's just athleticism there, seeing that you got a player, a one-on-one matchup in front of you. not a clean shot, but the contact and the foul kind of the next best thing.
Good basketball IQ as well.
Right. Townsley good on another one. A disjointed first quarter of play. A lot of free throws for Benton.
And Townsley sinks the second one as well. Puts the Bobcats up 8-1.
Dolezal tries to drip one in, and it's no good. Townsley again. These rebounds seem like they're coming off at the same angle, and we get Townsley just, fast breaking up the right side of the court. Loose ball poked loose by Kayla Heck. She quickly tosses it up the court, but nobody's there, and that'll turn it back over to the Bobcats. Pretty small crowd here tonight for South Tama. As it's kind of a out of the routine night for basketball. McKenna Kramer tries a three, and it goes out of bounds. 43 seconds to go left in the first quarter. Feels like it's been a long first quarter. Been at the line a lot. That's probably part of it.
Well, you've had quite a long day as well, Darvin.
Yeah. Missed shot by Kayla Heck. Rebound by the Bobcats. Here's Townsley, this time from the left side. She tries to force it in. Foul on the South Tama Trojans got fouled. I think Kayla Heck kind of got some contact there from Zoe Jungi. And Heck will inbound. Heck throws the inbound pass away.
And it was Townsley that was there to steal that back.
Kelly into the lane, jumper, loose ball, saved by Kramer. Townsley for three. Dolezal just okay. Timeout. That was
some hustle right there. She was about to go.
Yeah.
That 23. Zoe Jungi was about to go through or under the legs of the South Tama player to get that ball. Well, while we have a timeout here, it's a big sports day tomorrow.
Correct.
Yeah, we've got an Iowa women's basketball game at noon.
Who do they play?
Oh, geez, you would ask me that. Nebraska.
No, Nebraska. Oh, that's right. The Caitlin Clark.
So they play Nebraska at noon. And then, there's this little old game. I think they might call it the Super Bowl.
Right. The big
tomorrow
game.
night. So I guess I would love to hear predictions from people in the comments.
Yeah, send us, shoot us a comment.
First of all,
on.
hold on. Will Caitlin Clark break the scoring record tomorrow? She needs 39 points, which is doable for Caitlin Clark. But or if she doesn't, she'll break the scoring record Thursday night for sure
at home
at Carver Hawkeye Arena, which Carver would be rocking and a rolling if they got to witness that, which I am hoping myself that she saves that for the home crowd, because that would be an exciting, historic moment to see. And I fully plan on being in attendance Thursday evening.
Yeah, so tomorrow's game's on the road at Nebraska. The home game on Thursday next week against Michigan. Winnable games both. Yeah,
and then the other prediction I want to hear is, are we saying Chiefs or 49ers for the win?
There's Olivia Holla into the lane.
Finally got one to go.
8-3 as we start the second quarter. Kelly loses it, tracks it down before it goes across the half-court line. Jungi guarded by Lastly. Kelly for three. A couple players hit the deck. Stays with the Bobcats. And that was McKenna Kramer getting the rebound, going back up strong to the rim. Her first field goal tonight. Oh, excuse me, her second field goal. She had a 3 early in the first. She's got 5. Kayla Heck hasn't found her shot yet. She's been pretty cold so far. She comes in, South Tama scoring leader. 3-pointer in the corner by Avery Kramer is no good. It'll be South Tama ball. Last touch by the Bobcats. Jungie to the bench. On for Benton Community is, let's see here, number 25, Haley Suter. Another foul in the middle of the court. It's going to be against against Aubrey Kelly. Trojans ball. Still trailing by 7 here. Benton Community, blew out. That's kind of an understatement of what happened the last time these two teams played. We're kind of seeing something a little different so far. Neither team really getting into any kind of offensive rhythm. McKenna Kramer, coast to coast, gets fouled. She'll go to the line. And Aubrey Dolezal is charged with the foul.
That's her second.
Kramer leading her team with 6 so far. Gets another one to go. Make it 7. All 3 points from South Tama have come from Olivia Holla. She had a
Somebody's
free
gonna
throw.
have to come up and help her because she's stuck back there. Heck came up to get the pass, and she's going to get called for traveling.
Credit the defense of Benton Community kind of forcing Kayla into that. Emma Townsley for 3. Off the back of the rim. Rosenberger tracks it down. 3-on-1, and she's called for double dribble.
Double dribbling, yeah. Rosenberger's going to go to the bench for a little rest.
Cervantes comes into the game. 12-3 lead for the Bobcats. There's a 3-pointer by McKenna Kramer.
And just like that, we can start to see that Benton offense extend that lead.
Yeah. Cervantes down low to Defoe. Good job making some space, but the shot was just off balance.
Mark, yeah.
And she's going to be called for an offensive foul. Wasn't off of that first contact. It was the kind of the putback attempt. That'll be Defoe's second personal, second team foul for South Tama here in the second quarter. Jungie passes out to Townsley on the baseline, and she's going to
be forced out of bounds there.
Out of bounds. So Defoe and Heck kind of got her trapped on the line. Here's Jasleen Lastly up the right sideline to the corner. She tries a 3, blocked by Kelly. And do we have a foul? No, just out of bounds. So last touched by Benton. Cervantes in the corner. Tried to get it to Holla, knocked out of bounds. It'll stay with South Tama. Dolezal checks in for Lastly. Here's Aubrey Kelly with the steal, the fast break, the block by Jeanette Cervantes, but it's going to be a foul. So Cervantes called for the foul, her third now. And Aubrey Kelly will be at the line. Kelly good on the first free throw, and now Peyton Vandy checks in underneath for Cervantes, who's in foul trouble. Kelly's first points tonight coming at the free throw line. Suter checks out for the Bobcats, and into the game is McKenna Kramer back in. Kramer with the ball, guarded by Holla, top of the key. Pump fakes. Townsley into traffic. And the officials determining what call they're going to make here. Jump ball is the call. So it will stay with Benton. Any update on our poll questions?
Yeah, so I was just going to get ready to say, Stephen Brandt commented, Caitlin Clark will not break the record tomorrow, and the Chiefs will win on a Harrison Butker game-winning field goal.
Yeah, you heard it there.
Yeah.
Mark it down for Steve. Three-pointer, Aubrey Kelly.
I would have to say...
Excuse me, McKenna Kramer on the three. Go ahead.
I would agree with those predictions minus the field goal, but I also I'm not that
sure
into all of the you know what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Marvin?
you don't have a betting line on the game, right? Well, fingers crossed for Harrison if he's able to get out there, and they have to go to him.
Absolutely.
Anybody else?
Not yet, but
Not
I
yet.
will keep us. You know what? I'll go over to YouTube and check there.
So that's,
thanks for commenting.
Yeah, absolutely. So
we love that.
Well, if you got any birthdays or anniversaries or shout outs you want us to do on air, send us a comment. Let us know. We've got 2.5 quarters of basketball left.
We love a shout out.
Yep. We love a shout out here on Trojan Country.
Nothing over on YouTube at the moment.
So the questions were, if you're just tuning in, will Caitlin Clark break the scoring record, the NCAA scoring record tomorrow in Nebraska? And will the Chiefs or the 49ers win the Super Bowl?
Let us know.
Okay, here's Takaya Rosenberger with the ball out of that timeout to Heck. Kayla Heck tries a jumper, no good. Trying to chase down Townsley on the left sideline. Ball goes out to Piper Nelson. In the corner for McKenna Kramer. She's kind of the three-point specialist for this team. Kramer open for three from the left. No good.
Rebound by Dolezal.
And just kind of ping-ponged around there, and Dolezal finally grabbed it. 19-3, finally the Bobcats starting to hit their stride. A lot of the scoring coming from McKenna Kramer, though. She's at 3 3-pointers down. 13 total to lead all scorers. Kelly to the bench. In for Benton is Sophia Seek, sophomore guard.
Rosenberger's looking for somebody to pass to. And Townsley will come up with a steal, take it back, and she's good for the layup.
First field goal of the day for Emma Townsley. She's gotten 4 points at the free throw line, and there's her first bucket with 3:05 on the clock in the first half. Dolezal banks one in.
Nice. She just kind of banked that one in.
Quick three-pointer on the other end by Kramer is no good. Nelson, in the middle of 3 defenders, comes down with the rebound. They go right back to Nelson in the post, outside to Kramer. Another 3. Not there. Defoe gathers the rebound. Rosenberger guarded tightly by Seek. Now Kayla Heck, top of the key. Kayla Heck from the baseline. It's good. Her first points tonight.
Nice
21-7. Couple of field goals going down here for South Tama, but a big lead still, and a lead that gets bigger. McKenna Kramer having a night. 16 points for Kramer. Trojans get an open look with Dolezal underneath, but she's unable to convert. Go right back to Kramer in that corner, but
that looked a little bit like a travel,
yeah.
but we.
Bobcats with it. Kramer, Seek, far out beyond the three-point line. Gets tied up, a foul. It's going to be on Heck for reaching in. Kayla Heck's first personal, fourth team foul for South Tama. Taylor Dolezal coming in now, the younger sister of Aubrey. And she's kind of gotten brought up from the JV ranks. She hasn't been in much varsity action up to now. Nelson gets the rebound. And that's Zoe Jungi for three. Three-pointers starting to rain cats and dogs in this second quarter. Vandewaal gets it across the line. They go down low to Dolezal. She has it stolen away. Here come the Bobcats on a fast break. Townsley to Kelly.
That was a nice pass.
The
from
bucket
Townsley
and the foul.
to Kelly.
Aubrey Kelly strong up to the hoop, gets the contact, goes through it, and one opportunity.
And Benton is just really starting to kind of jive together.
Oh yeah. Yeah, this is a team that's gonna do some damage in the postseason. They've been behind some very talented WAMAC teams at the top of the state rankings in Mount Vernon and Clear Creek, Amana, and Solon. They're kind of right below that tier, but they're right there. I mean, they were state finalists last year with many of these girls and the same coach. So look for them to maybe upset some teams.
And you can tell watching them. They pass the ball well.
Yeah.
They rebound. They've got a nice press.
Shooters. They got a couple shooters.
Yeah, some good shooters.
Little bit of size, not too dominating underneath, but they've got three girls, maybe 5'10" to 5'11". They can jump. Okay, under 10 seconds left in the first half. Kayla Heck, one-on-one with Nelson. Vandewaal just has to throw it up. It's no good. We go into the halftime locker room. The score 30-7. South Tama kind of gives away the first half there. And any thoughts before we go to a break here?
Yeah, well, I just want to say stay tuned for after the break because we have some more predictions that came in.
Oh, hey,
so
there you go.
We'll take a quick break, and we'll be back with those predictions.
Very good. Thanks for being with us here on Trojan Country, everybody. Welcome back in live from STC High School. Darvin Graham and Allison Graham here with you on the call this evening.
Hi, hello.
Halftime score, Benton Community leading big against South Tama 30-7. And we put out a poll question in the first half talking about the couple of big athletic events going on tomorrow. Caitlin Clark and the Iowa Hawkeyes traveling to Nebraska. And Caitlin Clark kind of poised to break the NCAA scoring record. And we wanted to know if you thought she's going to do it tomorrow. Maybe wait until another. I mean, who knows? You never know what's going to happen. But or another day. You know, the next game being at home next week, Thursday. And then predictions for the Super Bowl. Chiefs and the 49ers. What do we got? I guess we got a couple.
Yeah, so Oneida Townsley, who I also refer to as Mom, said that Caitlin will not break the scoring record tomorrow, and that she believes Kansas City will win the Super Bowl.
Okay.
And one more prediction from Julie Berger, the 49ers will win. Oh, and we just got one more in, a very enthusiastic Chiefs comment from Chris Drummer.
Okay.
So thanks, y'all, for commenting and telling us what you think. Keep those coming in, and we will.
So far, the count is Chiefs 3,
Yes.
Niners 1, and everybody thinks Caitlin's not going to break the record tomorrow.
So far. And I think I agree with that as well. So while we have a moment, I just want to say that this time of year is a grueling year for not only the athletes and the coaches, but also to the people who cover these events. And so all the sports writers and broadcasters and radio announcers, it's a lot. And Darvin, you yourself, this has always historically been a busy day with
every time they
district wrestling and then this playoff game. I remember this from my days of serving at the paper at the Tama Toledo News Chronicle, and I just want to take a moment to say thank you to you for your commitment to South Tama sports. As an alumni of South Tama, I think what you have built here is incredibly special, and I get to see firsthand all the time and commitment and care you put into Trojan Country Radio, and I just want to say a thank you to you.
Thanks, honey. We've got a couple minutes here before we get things going in the second half, and I know we probably have a good amount of Benton Community fans on air tonight. As it was supposed to be it is their home game, but their venue was unavailable. So this is the broadcast tonight. So want to give a shout out to the Benton wrestlers that qualified for the state meet this today.
Oh yeah,
kind of going through at 106. Garrett Kutch placed second, and he qualifies at 106. And then down the list here, Elijah Kupka took first place with a win by decision over Jaden Bucknell of New Hampton, Turkey Valley. 7-4 win there for Kupka, and he qualifies at 132 as the champion. At 144, Benton's Brady Patterson took first, and he won by fall over Ethan Praska, also of New Hampton, Turkey Valley, in his championship match. Brendan Hying at 165 for the Bobcats. He took second place. Looks like he had a wrestleback situation, so he lost in the championship round to Colin Young of Dubuque Wallert Catholic, and then won a wrestleback by tech fall over Garrison Gillihan of West Delaware. Further down at 190, Troy Kupka was a first place winner, and he won his match, his championship match by decision, 6-0 decision over Dylan Monk of Monticello. And that was it. So it looks
congratulations
congrats
to
those
those
kids.
Benton wrestlers. It's an exciting, while I said it's a grueling time, it's also an extremely exciting time of year as well.
Yeah, there's nothing. There really isn't much more. It doesn't get more exciting than a wrestleback match at a district tournament when, you've gone through 6 hours of wrestling, and it all comes. There's so much drama, especially you get seniors involved, and it could be their last match of their career, and got a big gym of fans that are all hyped up. So. All right, we're ready to start the third quarter. South Tama trailing Benton 30-7 out on the court for the Trojans. It's the starters, Olivia Holla, Takaya Rosenberger, Jeanette Cervantes, Kayla Heck, and Sienna Defoe. I think the same for the Bobcats. Townsley, Piper Nelson, Aubrey Kelly. There's a three-pointer, another one by McKenna Kramer. And then rounding out the lineup for Benton Community, Zoe Jungi. Steal by Townsley.
I hopped on over to YouTube, and we had one prediction over there by Todd Donald. He said no to the Caitlin Clark record and go Purdy and the 49ers. So, yes, that connection, I can see where a lot of people in our area would be rooting for the 49ers to win.
He's had a pretty good season. Like he's playing pretty good at quarterback, wouldn't you say? There it is. Thank you.
He is playing pretty good.
Pretty darn good. There's a steal or a turnover on the offensive end for Benton Community. And turnover right back on the South Tama end. 33-7 the score. Winner will take on Williamsburg or West Delaware.
Townsley's getting double teamed there, but she found a teammate to pass to, and that was
Zoe Jungi
with the basket.
Quick update over in Williamsburg. It's a close game. The Raiders leading West Marshall 12-10 in the first quarter, so they were a little bit behind us action-wise. But
they might have had some cleanup to do today from the wrestling
that's
meet.
True. Same gym, so they had to do double duty today.
And if you're a fan of high school sports and have not visited the Williamsburg high school gym, find a game to go to because that facility is absolutely incredible, and their staff there is very hospitable as well.
Oh my gosh, yes. I was just there for districts wrestling this morning and afternoon, and Nate King, the AD over there, and his team really do a nice job. And that facility, I mean, I know it's kind of silly to be talking about Williamsburg when we're broadcasting for South Tama, but they really did a bang-up job with that gym. Everything is just designed just the way that you would want it, being kind of, that upper deck area, plenty of seating, really good light, a lot of natural light coming in, all kinds of accessibility as far as, electricity and internet, and their concessions and bathrooms are all, everything. It's really nice.
Indeed it is. We have some substitutions coming into the court. Dolezal and was that Lastly coming in?
Yeah, Jasleen Lastly. Dolezal and Lastly for Cervantes and Rosenberger. Another foul in the middle of the court. And a lot of fouls kind of gumming things up here a bit.
Got to move to the ball there to get the inbound.
Three-pointer by Kayla Heck off the mark. And a foul off of the loose ball. Sienna Defoe called for a foul, for a pushing foul. 3 personal on Defoe. So Defoe and Cervantes both in foul trouble here with 3.
We've got quite a bit of game left.
Yeah, we do. Jungie for 3 from the right side, no good. Piper Nelson collects the rebound. Her putback is no good, but there's Aubrey Kelly again. Second time we've seen her go through contact and able to finish a shot. Really nice sequence there by sophomore Aubrey Kelly. And so that's going to be the 4th foul on Defoe. She picks up foul 3 and foul 4 within the course of about 45 seconds. Jungie makes the 3-point play. Or excuse me, Kelly makes the 3-point play. So Aubrey Kelly with 7 so far. This shot, rebound there by Kelly. She gets it up ahead to Jungie, but it's just out too far and it goes out of bounds. Trojans ball into the game a moment ago. Azalee Morgan checked in for Sienna Defoe, who's out with foul trouble. Morgan getting in her first action today. 3-pointer for Jasleen Lastly. No good. Kelly up the court. Jungie to Townsley in the lane. Good passing there by Benton.
Oh, yeah.
3-pointer, another one by McKenna Kramer. She's got 6 3-pointers so far by my count. And now a full wave of substitutes getting ready to come in for Coach Jeff Zittergren and the Bobcats. There's a 3-pointer by Jasleen Lastly. Townsley, no look pass out to Kelly. Townsley for 3 in the corner, just off the mark. Holla, fast break, has it knocked loose. Goes out of bounds, stays with South Tama. 5 new players checking in for Benton Community. So the starters go to the bench. On for the Bobcats. Suter, number 25. Jessa DeMoss, number 30. Avery Kramer, number 21. Excuse me, DeMoss, number 34. Hannah Greiner, number 30. And Sophia Seek, number 2.
Somebody from the South Tama crowd yelling at Benton to shoot it, and they did,
and
they made it.
That was Jessa DeMoss on the shot. Reiner tracks down the loose ball, knocks it back in to Holla. Holla through traffic.
Oh, nice.
Finishes at the hoop. Just have a nice little game.
Yeah.
Holla with 5 points. That leads South Tama right now with only 12 total. DeMoss again one-on-one with Dolezal. They go back outside to Greiner, top of the key. And DeMoss throws it away. The steal by Kayla Heck.
This is probably kind of the Trojans' chance to cut into that lead some.
Yeah.
Although, poor pass, just
turnover, right as we say that.
They'll
only probably come back with this.
I bet the Benton starters will be back in at
Yeah,
the start
that's
of
what I
the
was ready to
fourth quarter. Oh, and that
3-pointer
was-
by Avery Kramer.
I think they counted that a 2, yeah.
You're right. Long 2 by Kramer, 45-12 now the score. Lastly, drives around a screen. Her shot's rejected by DeMoss, who tracks down the loose ball, and now the Bobcats in a fast break. Seek to Greiner. Crosses it up in the other corner to Kramer. Greiner open look for 3. No good.
Even the subs on this team have some nice skills.
They do, yep.
Oh, ref's got to move out of the way there.
Jumper by Kayla Heck goes through. Second field goal of the day today. As we get into, gotta be close to continuous clock here, I think.
If you're just tuning in, Benton is leading 45-14. It is technically Benton's home game because of a gym scheduling conflict over at Benton. So if you're looking at the score, make sure you're looking at the right team and the right numbers. And then we have been talking predictions for tomorrow's big day of sports. Will Caitlin Clark break the scoring record tomorrow? She needs 39 points. And who will win the Super Bowl? So let us know in the comments, and we'll give you a little shout out.
Kayla Heck tries another jumper, this time from the right side. It's no good. Sophia Seek the rebound. Long two by Kramer, no good. Greiner to Kramer at the buzzer, three-pointer off the mark. And we go into the fourth quarter, South Tama trailing Benton 47-14. I'd like to give a shout out to Jeff Barker.
Oh, yes.
As he recently won an INA, Iowa Newspaper Association award for his work up in the Starmont community, and was a long-time South Tama educator and partner with the newspaper, and yeah, just a big part of things down here for a long time. And we miss Jeff, that's for sure. He contributed a lot to the Trojan community, and
Charlie Townsley would be very proud of that.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Trojans with the ball, starting the fourth quarter. On the court, there's Aubrey Dolezal for three, no good. Same players come back out, looks like, for both teams, so Coach Zittergren's not going to roll out the starters again.
My prediction there was wrong.
Yeah. Three-pointer from Suter is no good.
And that's just a classy move by a coach to do that.
Yep.
You know, when you're that far ahead.
Close game still between Williamsburg and West Marshall. I think last checked, it was still a 2-point lead for Williamsburg as they're getting into the second quarter. And they have a live feed up on YouTube, so if you just search Williamsburg Raiders on YouTube and you want to check into that game after we're done here, that's where you can find that.
We have a shout out over on YouTube, I believe, probably from a Benton fan. Shout out to Easton Pfiffner.
Yep.
And then their prediction was that the 49ers are going to win tomorrow. So thanks for tuning in.
I think I saw Sean Pfiffner, the AD from Benton, around here. He's always been good to work with when we go down to Van Horn. I think he's here supporting the Bobcats tonight. Hannah Greiner at the line is good. Paige Krosky just came into the game for South Tama. And she's going to throw it away. Turnover to DeMoss. Avery Kramer back to Greiner in the post. DeMoss battling with Vandewall underneath. A foul called. It'll be against Benton Community. Three-pointer by Kayla Heck. Jump ball as Greiner got tied up with Defoe and Heck. So that's going to be a foul on Vandy Wall underneath the hoop. Going to be the final game for 4 seniors here tonight. South Tama, as they look to take the loss and be eliminated from the 3A playoffs. Kayla Heck, Sienna Defoe, Takaya Rosenberger, and Peyton Vandy Wall, all seniors, all out in the court too. And I'm sure a bittersweet moment for them and their families. You know, a lot of families put in a ton of hours and gas and just everything to take a kid through, you know, several years of middle school and high school activities and all that goes into it. And it got to be emotional for those families to see their kids' last volleyball game, cross country meet, their last basketball game. All those things have got to be special and emotional all at the same time. Trojans back in the half court.
One prediction we have not talked about yet, and I've held off this long, y'all. You know, when I am co-hosting with my wonderful radio partner and life partner here, that I am going to reference Taylor Allison Swift.
Right.
Dr. Taylor Allison Swift.
Well,
to
the
be
last time,
exact.
since the last time you came on, she had a pretty big night at the Grammys.
She
and
did.
then announced an album.
She made history.
So talk about that, and then made it a Super Bowl.
She won for, I think it was Pop Album of the Year was her first win of the night, and that was her 13th Grammy, which if you know anything about Taylor Swift, that is her lucky number. And so she announced a new album that is coming out April 19th. I won't go into more. We could deep dive into what we think about that. But I was gonna my prediction I was gonna ask for people out there listening and in the world is, will she be at the Super Bowl to support her boyfriend Travis Kelce?
Right, she's going to be in
My
Tokyo,
prediction
Japan.
is yes, 100%. She could have, like, when you look at the math and the time difference, she could probably be back in the United States soonish.
Yeah.
She had a concert at Tokyo, and I think there's like an 11-12 hour time difference. So I think we'll see her there. What do you guys think?
And you better speak up, because we're on continuous clock here, and we're in the fourth quarter, and this thing's going to wrap pretty quick. There's a three-pointer by Avery Kramer, excuse me.
First prediction, Julie Berger. Yes, she will be there, as she should. 100% agree. Thank you.
And it's going to be South Tama ball, tipped out of bounds.
Have you seen, Darvin, have you seen is it Cetaphil commercial? Oh, man.
What's it? Isn't that like
Super
hand
Bowl
cream or
commercials
something?
I think it's face wash.
Okay. There's a bucket. Another one by Avery Kramer. She's come on and kind of led the scoring for the Bobcats here in the fourth.
So there's a commercial that Cetaphil put out about dads and daughters and what the culture of Taylor Swift has brought dads and daughters together to watch football. And it's when I tell you it's a bit of a tearjerker, I definitely cried.
Three-pointer by Kayla Heck off the mark.
So I'm anxious to see tomorrow. I'm assuming that that Cetaphil will have that commercial in the Super Bowl. And I also read another article today that was talking about how some more brands that gear towards women have taken out like their first Super Bowl ads ever, like Elf Cosmetics, because of the increase of women watching football, which I'm just here for all of it. I think it's awesome.
Absolutely. Women's basketball having a banner year in the NCAA as well.
Oh, wow. It's been so fun.
Not just Iowa either. I mean, there's so
No.
many good women's college basketball players right now. Here's Sienna Defoe underneath. Can't get the bucket to drop. And I think
I think it was Dawn Stanley who coaches Staley. Sorry, thank you. Who coaches for
South Carolina.
South Carolina. Yep, I'm getting there. South Carolina wore a shirt that everyone watches women's sports, and I think that was a shirt created by a women-founded media company called Together. Together X, something like that. But yeah, everybody is watching women's sports. That's where it's at right now.
That was Haley Suter on the bucket underneath. Just over a minute to go here in the final moments of this regional opener for Benton and South Tama. Peyton Vandy fires from long distance. Sienna Defoe, she'll try one, no good. Stays with the Trojans. Under a minute as we got continuous clock pushing things along. And foul on Benton Community as Sienna Defoe will go to the line. Defoe good on the first. It's her first points. She was in foul trouble early and just really never got her game going tonight.
So, Darvin, you've got probably one to two.
We've got two more games. So, broadcast update
Yeah.
for South Tama. We have a makeup game coming up next Thursday, and that will be here. South Tama the boys taking on Williamsburg. That'll be here, just a boys varsity game starting around 7. And then the boys playoff game is coming up on Monday the 19th.
So we hope for more. We don't know yet whether you'll have 2 or more.
Right,
but
we have
for
at least 2
more broadcasts.
We find out the brackets for the boys, 3A and up on Monday. So that's when we'll know who South Tama will have. Final score here, 57-19. South Tama will fall in their regional opener. Benton Community advances on to face either Williamsburg or West Marshall. And I think they're still at halftime over there in Williamsburg. So it was pretty close. If you want to look them up, look up Williamsburg CSD Raiders, and you can find their live feed over there and see who Benton Community is going to be facing next week. I believe they have their game on Wednesday, and that will be in Benton. So Benton still with the home court advantage into the second round. They'll host in Van Horn on Wednesday. And that will do it. That'll be a season for the STC Trojan girls. And
several smiles coming as they gather their water bottles and head to the locker room.
Yeah.
So some hugs.
It's tough. South Tama, another winless season for them. It's been 3 wins in the last 5 years, something like that. It's been a real dry spell since the 2018-19 season. And yeah, South Tama families and fans, if you got kids that are interested in being involved in activities, get them involved. It's an opportunity you only get once as a high schooler to play team sports with your peers. And it's absolutely worth it. Even, I think those girls would say that there's a reason, Kayla Heck, Sienna, and Takaya, they've gone out for the years that they have, because it's a rewarding experience, even if you're on the losing end as many times as they've been. So like to also say thank you before we sign off to our winter season sponsors, putting us on the road and on the air this winter season. They include Berkwood Village of Tama, Toledo, Salt Creek Wind, Mercy Care Tama, Iowa Premium, State Bank of Toledo, Hardin's, S&S Car Wash, Cruzy Phillips Funeral Home, Appraisal and Realty Services, Robach Lumber, Stein Robach Floor Coverings, Medicap Pharmacy, Mark West and Hoyer Law Office, Assured Partners Insurance, Sharn Weber's and TFD Photo and Film. And, of course, all of our Trojan Country broadcasts made possible by the Charlie Townsley Memorial. Any final words, Allison, before we sign off?
Yeah, just thank you to the people who tune in night after night and support Trojan Country Radio. It means a lot to both Darvin and myself. So, yeah, thanks, y'all. Peace and love to you all.
Yep, have a great weekend. And enjoy the Super Bowl.
I flush my juice down in the club.